I always have learned all the lessons what I have in my life from making mistakes, failing, totally failing, challenges, hardships, and in the end I get to the lesson. I'm not one of those people who will take advice easily, purely because I want to experience things, and then I want to, if I fail, I fail, but I will learn from that, and I like to get that experience, even if it's a really hard failure, super hard challenge. But if you've never been there, and if you always go the easy way, how are you gonna ever learn anything? So people often say that I'm very stubborn, but I think to become the person who you want to become, you have to go through the hardships, and you have to have your experiences. You can't, not like you can't, but if you take someone else's advice, then that means that someone else is sharing their experience, which possibly is nothing to do with how you would approach the situation or what you are going through. So that's why I always been careful who I'm taking advice from. For example, relationship advice. Let me ask you, would you want to take relationship advice from someone who is not happy in a relationship, or someone who always blames others in a relationship, the other half, or someone, I'm not even talking about someone who is like, who has failed relationship, because that person might give you actually insights, because failures bring lessons. But so many people can't really deal with life or themselves, but then they are the biggest teachers, and then they suggest you what to do and what you shouldn't do. And from people like that, I don't really take advice, because I don't think they can teach me. Like, would you take advice from someone who is unsuccessful in business, and you would take advice from them how to be successful in business? So really have to think about who are you taking advice from. What I noticed also, there are so many people who want to give advice to get distracted from their own problems. And it's tons of them out there, tons. And in a minute you want to have your life experience and you want to get out and do what you want, they will bloody try to stop you and tell you, no, why are you doing this? What are you doing? You're crazy. And I have had people saying that to me so many times in my life, that if I was listening to each one of them, then I don't think I would ever leave my home. And I mean like house where I was living when I was a child. And I would not change those life experiences, all the hardships, all the failures and challenges, wouldn't change them for anything. Like, that has been the best life lesson and lessons I ever have. And yeah, don't see failures or challenges as permanent defeats. They are only temporary. And don't take advice from those who just give them because they don't want to face their own problems. I'm for the freedom. If everyone would get out there and fail and experience life, then seriously, the world would be so much better place. And I would not change my life for for anything. It's the experience, and it shapes your personality, totally shapes your personality. And I can say that I'm completely different now than when I was in my 20s. Completely different person. Only because I went through hardships. And only now I'm starting to realize that that has been a blessing. That has been total blessing. So love it.